It's autumn, winter's coming, and it's getting much more difficult to get out of the warm flat, get into my studio and get some art done. I remember watching a talk by an artist. She said the best bit of advice she ever got was just turn up. If you put yourself inside the space where you're supposed to be doing the work, the chances are you're gonna start. Wait, I'm not trying to make another video which is motivational, just turn up, everything's gonna be fine if you just turn up. It's difficult, I know it's difficult. I'm not telling you to stop being shit and stop giving excuses. If watching one of my videos helps you to kind of push yourself through a little bit of a brick wall, then I'd be very happy. And I'm not trying to tell people how it's done, I'm just trying to share the lessons that I've learned. It's okay to be a little bit shit sometimes. I myself will often go a week without doing much creative things in the evening. By the time I get home from my other job, it's dark. It's a lot nicer to sit in my living room where there's a fire, stay warm, put on the PlayStation, play a bit of FIFA. It's not an attractive prospect to come to the back of the garden in the cold, but no work gets done if I don't, so I kind of have to try to push through that and not be too hard on myself if I can't be bothered 1 or 2 days, but try not to get into the negative habit of just watching Netflix and playing PlayStation and not coming to the shed. I'm realizing how much work it takes to make YouTube videos and YouTube content and keep up with Instagram and keep up with actually making art.
So the season's changed.
Anyway, in other news, I bought a big wooden red wheel. Apparently it was used to put into sand to make the form that they would pour the metal into to make gears for big industrial machines or something. When I looked at it, I thought, this object looks amazing. I'm gonna put it on my wall. I spoke to the guy, I was like, how much? He was like, this much? And then I was like, bargain. And he was like, do you want it? And I said, yeah, I want it. And it was a deal. The main thing I hadn't thought through was how was I gonna get it home. We managed to lift on our shoulders this massive wooden wheel all the way through the antiques market with loads of people looking at us like we were crazy. We finally got back to the car, and that's when it hit me. How will we take this home? It was much bigger than I first anticipated, and getting it into the boot, I thought would be a tight squeeze, but I thought we would get it in. Unfortunately, we didn't get it in. So I went back to see the guy who sold it to me, and I said, I don't suppose I can return this. I know that I've already paid for it and that you probably don't want to bring it all the way back to France, but it doesn't fit my car. And he said, no problem. Just stick it on top of the car, a strap around the inside of the car, and then strap the wheel onto the top of your car. You'll be fine. And I thought, I've never done that before, but this guy probably does stuff like this all the time. He probably knows what he's talking about, so I'll go with his idea and we'll give it a go. We managed to get it onto the top of the car, and I've only really passed my test a couple of months, so driving on the motorway without a big wheel on the roof is still pretty difficult. Driving with this wooden wheel on the top, I was stressed out. It was scary. It was a bit scary. Got back home in one piece. No one died, so that's a good thing. And now I've got to think, how the hell do I put this on my wall? Any ideas?